Hello, my name is Caroline, and what I'm doing today is I have these huckleberries. I put about 1.5 cups of huckleberries in it, and then I'm going to jar it with simple syrup. It's going to be, what I've done is 12 cups of water, and then I put 4 cups of sugar in for a simple syrup. And this is a kind of like a lighter one. You can use more if you wanted like a sweeter one, but I'll show you what the simple syrup looks like. That's all it is. It's just water and sugar. So you just heat it up, not too boiling. It is warm, almost hot, not boiling. So it's important that you don't boil it because it'll get really thick and sugary. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to fill this with a bunch of, just to fill it up to the top. So, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more water because I don't want it too sweet for my own self. You can do as much, add as much sugar as you want, but I'm going to possibly do 16 cups of water with 4 cups of sugar. Okay. Now that I've done like the 16 cups of water with 4 cups of sugar, I'm going to start filling my jars. So this is kind of cool. It was warm, so if you're using hot liquid, you should have hot jars, but today that's not what I'm doing, just because yeah, the berries I was trying to thaw them out. So anyways, well, here it goes. So it's good. It's when you jar, you have to have like a little bit of space underneath the rim, so just so it seals properly. So all of these huckleberries were picked just recently with locally it's wild huckleberries. It's a lot of climbing in the bushes, and it's a lot of hard work. But if you enjoy doing stuff like this, it doesn't feel like work at all. So yeah. So all these berries, it's about 16 cups, and these are 500 ml jars. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wipe these jars just so it's important that it's nice and clean. It has to be nice and clean in order for it to seal. So I did a pretty neat job. I used one of these funnels. When I was pouring the berries in, I just used one of these. So yeah, just so that it doesn't make a big mess. Thank you for coming and watching my video. I'll be creating more videos I do other stuff like I do salmon canning. I also forage for natural products, and I make like medicines, dehydrate them. So I make body butters, salves. I make sage rollers, and the new thing that I'm venturing out on is I'm gonna be doing like freeze drying, like fruits and canning meats, also freeze drying vegetables. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I can't wait to do that. So, but thank you for watching. I am just going to keep on rolling. And I know you have to, you used to have to, you know, put them in hot water, boil them, keep them hot. What it does is like they soften up the rubbers, but the way they make these canning jars now, you don't have to do that. And yeah, I kind of miss the other, like the older style jar lids, because these lids do not last as long. It says right on the package that it's only lasts 18 months. So, and that's pretty unfortunate, because you used to be able to use these lids. Your jars would last for a lot of years, and yeah. So, but what I did do is I have these. I sterilized these the covers. And when you're putting the lids on, you just have to, it has to be like just finger tight. So here I am, it's really loose. So just like that. You don't need to put them really tight, because yeah, when you break the lids, it'll buckle.